Big news. You're about to discover how
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the mind of pretenders, but she sent the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the stars stole the night away. Bahia, say do you remember? Bahia, dancing in September. Bahia, never was a cloudy day. Bahia, say do you remember? Bahia, dancing in September. Bahia, never was a cloudy day. Bahia, say do you remember? Bahia, dancing in September. Bahia, never was a cloudy day. Bahia, say do you remember? Bahia, dancing in September. Bahia, never was a cloudy day.
Yo, what up, Pineapple? Give me a minute or two. I'm just smoking and I'm I can show you the chart right now. I'll be ready here in a minute.
My thoughts were with you, holding hands with your heart just to see you. Only blue token love, remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now December, in September. Only we talk enough. Remember, the shoot of a seed to stay. Bahia, say do you remember? Bahia, dancing in September. Bahia, never was a cloudy day. Bahia, say do you remember? Bahia, dancing in September. Bahia, never was a cloudy day. Say, do you remember? Bahia, dancing in September. Bahia, never was a cloudy day. Bahia, say, do you remember? Bahia, dancing in September. Bahia, never was a cloudy day.
Oh, sorry. Make the rectangular boxes, you come over here and click on rectangle, and then you just throw like when it goes down, you know what I mean? That's how you do your like your boxes. So yeah, I'd be up here in this corner. Let's see if it can show you. Yeah. That right there would be it. Rectangle. And you like my face cam? Pretty solid face cam, you know? I kind of blend in. No one really knows what, like, who I am. Solid face cam. Well, you missed out. You missed out on seeing Rocky and Jamie on here. They were blowing it out. Bye. There's Jamie. Oh, and they're Rocky. They in here too. They're hanging out too. They're in the background. No problem, Pineapple. Sure, everybody start getting along.
You ain't got to talk dirty, baby. said I know how to undress me. I want to be your fantasy. Ooh, baby, you can be mine. Yeah, you just give it on up to me, and we can have a good time. You do not have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. In no particular sign that I'm compatible with. I just want your extra time in your
That's what's up, Pineapple. And all I'm doing is just doing live, basically a live journal. Not much, man. It's not much. I'm just doing a live journal.
Better than anyone I ever met. I'm stuck in your heart. Hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. Take me to the other side. Little bitty bluebirds fly.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Like, say something there. Say, it is what it is. It is what it isn't. And you can just play that. Like, you know, Rocky would say this about times right now and just play it. It'd be like a loop over that. Now say it with me. Being under the 236 is no good. Being over the 236, good. Good. So many of them. It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome to have a soundboard with all, there are like little phrases on it.
There was a time I had nothing to give. I needed shelter from the storm I was in. Then it all got too heavy. You carried my weight. I want to hold you. I want to say, yeah, that you are all that I need. I said for you, I give my soul to keep. 'Cause you see me.
I swear I need to get a new mouse, a new remote, and all this shit. My stuff's falling apart.
I said for you, I'm a better man.
I'm a better man.
You are the reason for everything I do.
I'm gonna do a fizz.
So lost without you. You're so gorgeous. Could you make me feel gorgeous? 'Cause you're so gorgeous. Could you make me feel gorgeous? She says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh,
Yeah, me too. Me too, Pineapple. Me too. Fuck a job, dude. I've been trying to get a job for like the past, I don't know, 4 months, 5 months. No one will hire a midnight guy. No one wants to hire and give insurance. So yeah, I know what you mean, Pineapple. Going through the same shit. Can't even get hired and get insurance. They want to hire you for like half the wages and give you no insurance and no benefits. That's what they want to do around here right now. So like, seriously, fuck them. Yeah, so I know what you mean by I need a fucking job. I do, because I'm in the same boat apparently as you. Fucking world's I'm just over it, honestly.
Coincidence that when I play a song, it feels right. I'm never taken for granted. This journey that I'm on, it feels right. It feels right. Yeah. Take me home to that place where I know I belong. Don't wanna waste another minute being someone else. Each little note brings me closer to my front porch. So Papa, play that song. Play that song for me. Papa, play that song. Play that song for me. Papa, play that song so I can find my way. Play that song for me, Papa, so I can find my way. Play that song, you know the words that it goes just like I got sunshine.
Tell me about it, Pineapple. If you're hired on these companies, you make $36 an hour. But,
Yeah.
I have 10 years of working experience and really good working experience in that field. And they want to hire me for like someone they'd hire to train. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, hey, we want to hire you just to see if you can do what you say you can do as a contractor, and we'll pay you, and we're going to pay you 50% less. 50% less than what the guy next to you is going to make. And you have to do that for a year. Oh, and wait, we're not going to give you insurance. We're not going to give you a retirement. And if you get hurt, you are fucked. We're not responsible for you. So that's what I'm dealing with around here. So like I understand people that like if you can't find jobs, I'm right there with you. And if you're the motherfuckers that just don't want to work, then that's your fucking problem. But the shit's real around here, and I'm tired of fucking working for low ass wages and no insurance. I mean, fuck it. I guess I'd rather starve to death than fucking do that, man. I'm not gonna give in to that shit. I have morals. I have beliefs, and that's not one of my beliefs to have to work for half the money the next man or woman standing next to me is doing. You know, that's definitely one of my beliefs. Like I had morals. Like you shouldn't fucking do the same work and make less than someone standing right next to you, whether it be race, religion, woman, man. It doesn't matter. If you're doing the same job, you're doing the same fucking job. So yeah, I got a lot of issues with the government, and right now it's with like killing people by making them lose everything they have because they can't get a correct wage or
that's what it is.
any benefits.
We only have to do it once. Yo.
I mean, let's be real. Like companies that call their 401k contracts a benefit for you, all that is a benefit for the companies. They give you like a couple of percent, but then they end up making 80 to 90% on your 401ks anyways, that you don't really know about it. And then if it loses, you still fucking lose it though. It's so fucking awesome. And how horrible this country's been built up and built around. Sorry. But this really does suck.
Let's start the song now. Now we're going to start the song. Oh, little water for that ass. Just a little water for that ass. Oh, there's so much in life, so much time to be with each other.
And it doesn't even matter about like really, like yeah, I could start my own company, but I wouldn't want to start it in this in the United States, honestly. Fuck it, I'm not starting it here. If I started my own company, it's damn sure not gonna be in the United States. I mean, unless some fucking real shit starts happening and changing, I wouldn't ever want to own anything in this place. It's kind of like people are like, I want all these big hats. I want an RV because I don't want to fucking sit in one place.
Sadness and despair. But at the end of the day,
But
you can wake up in the morning.
like, I
and
wouldn't
smell
start
the
one
spring
here.
air.
About as good as you could probably
Look
get is
around
just going to
you
Texas, to where they just
and
say
count
fuck
on your hand
everything pretty much in
The
Texas.
amount of people that you have in your life that
And
love you.
Till
I
then,
know
I'd
it's
be
at least
fucking leaning
something.
one way, hard way, and I'm not that
And
guy.
that's enough to make it
I'm
through.
not lean. I just want everybody to have
I love you.
fucking the right to speak without pushing their own opinions onto someone else. But nice.
Reach out and love. Oh, I'm thankful. Oh, I'm thankful for your love. Oh, for your heart. Oh, for a new start. Yeah, I'm thankful for your heart. Thankful for your heart. Yeah, and I'm thankful for your heart. Thankful for it all. Baby, I'm thankful for your heart. Thankful for it all. Baby, I'm thankful for your heart. Thankful for it all. Baby, I'm thankful for
That
your
baby.
heart. Thankful for it all. Baby, I'm thankful for your heart. Thankful for it all. Baby.
Let's do great things. One
Oh.
Remember traveling these wide roads for so long. My heart's been far from you. Oh, 10,000 miles gone. I knew I wanna come here and give you every part of me. There's blood on my hands and my lips are unclean. In my darkness I remember Mama's words recur to me. Surrender to the good Lord and He'll wipe your slate clean. Said take me to your river. Said I wanna know. Take me to your river. I wanna know. Dip me in your smooth waters. I go in. There's a man with many crimes. Come up for air. As my sins flow down the Jordan. Said, ooh, I wanna come here and give you every part of me. There's blood on my hands and my lips are unclean. Said take me to your river. Said I wanna go. Oh, said take me to your river. Said I wanna know. Wanna go. Say I wanna know. I wanna know.
Pop it off, baby. Yeah, I said. This one goes out to all the workers getting the bed down. Busting your ass 9 to 9, working out to the bone. It ain't easy, baby girl, got to figure it out. Oh. But in the meantime, baby, gonna scream and shout. Oh, oh yeah, you're essential. 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 Oh yeah,
Yo, what up, dude?
you're
How you doing, man?
You're essential, baby. Oh yeah, you're essential. I'm talking about the grocery store clerks, cashiers, nurses, doctors, nurses' assistants, food delivery drivers, post office workers, bike delivery, train operators. You know who you are. You're getting the fuck out there and doing it. And god damn it, this time really, really sucks. But let me tell you something. You are the best thing about it. You get out there, you risk your ass so that idiots like me can order food and make this stupid bullshit. And for that, god damn it, baby. We love you. Ha!
Watch League of Legends videos ad-free and learn to win uninterrupted. Try YouTube Premium on us.
Hey.
day at a time. Get up out of bed. Think about what you did. Future, past, present. Deep breaths. Center. Right here. Let it take hold. Let the feelings in. All I got is pain. All I got is pain. All I got is pain. I just wanna sustain. All I got is pain in my motherfucking heart. I gotta get it out. Fire extinguisher, baby, that's a start. You gotta think clean. You gotta think happy. You gotta think, baby, don't think too sappy. Don't let yourself drown in your thoughts. Get up out of your damn thoughts. Get up on into the motherfucking ocean. The ocean of thoughts is the ocean. Is more than you could think. It's more, it's devotion. Damn, I did it, now I did it, now I got it. I've unlocked the feelings up in my heart. They're getting bigger, they're getting stronger and wider and realer and passionate and deeper. I do it when I do it. And now I'm up inside of you. You're in me too. We feel it together and now we gotta do. Yeah. Come on.
With YouTube Premium, you can download your videos and watch them without Wi-Fi. Take your videos everywhere and watch uninterrupted. Try it on us.
Yo, I'm hopping all around, I'm a pink bird. I'm walking all around, better drink some Wawa. I'm just flamingo, I'm coming on your shoreline. Here I go, I'm gonna peacefully drink. Yo, I'm slowly creeping up to your front yard. Nothing threatening here, I'm just a flamingo. I'm a flamingo and I'm coming up to you. Oh, is that your child? I'ma rip out his motherfucking eyeballs. I'm gonna rip out his goddamn eyeball. I'm a flamingo, I'ma rip out your eye.
I gotta listen to something different. Where's that guy at? Where's that guy at? Where's that guy? Where's that guy?
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I could never live without you by my side.
There's this guy. this works. Oh my God, Gala is fucking.
Life is like a big merry-go-round.
Jenny.
You're up and then down. Going in circles trying to get right where you are. And everybody's been counting you out. But where are they now?
What you doing, Maybach?
Sitting in the same old place, just faces in the crowd. And we all make mistakes. You might fall on your face, but you gotta get up. Said I'd rather stand tall than down on my knees, 'cause I am a conqueror and I won't accept defeat. Try telling me no, but one thing about me is I'm a conqueror. I'm a conqueror. Oh, 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 oh. Got a vision that no one else sees. Lots of dirty work, roll up your sleeves. Remember there's a war out there, so come prepared to fight. You never know where the road leads you. Not everyone's gonna believe you. And even though they're wrong, don't prove them right. Said I'd rather stand tall than down on my knees, 'cause I am a conqueror and I won't accept defeat. Try telling me no, but one thing about me is I'm a conqueror, and I'm a conqueror. Oh, oh, oh. We all make mistakes. You might fall on your face, but you gotta give up. And we all make mistakes. You might fall on your face. Don't ever give up. I said I'd rather stand tall than down on my knees, 'cause I'm a conqueror and I won't accept defeat. I tried telling me no, but one thing about me is I'm a conqueror. I'm a conqueror. I'd rather stand tall than down on my knees, 'cause I'm a conqueror and I won't accept defeat. Try telling me no, but one thing about me is I'm a conqueror. I'm a conqueror. We all make mistakes. You might fall on your face. I'm a conqueror.
troubles so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Oh Lord, and now troubles so hard. Oh Lord, and now troubles so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Went down to here the other day, so got happy and stayed all day. Went down to here the other day, so got happy and stayed all day. Oh Lord, and now trouble so hard. Oh Lord, and now trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Oh Lord, and now troubles with God. Oh Lord, and now troubles with God. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Oh Lord, now trouble's so hard. Oh Lord, now trouble's so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Oh Lord, now trouble's so hard. Oh Lord, now trouble's so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Went down to here other day, so got happy and stayed all day. Went down to here other day, so got happy and stayed all day. And, thank you, mate. Thank you, brother. Stayed all day. Went to the room, didn't stay long. Looked on the bed, brother was dead. Trouble's so hard. Oh Lord, and now trouble's so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Don't nobody know my troubles with God. Oh Lord, oh no, oh Lord, and now don't nobody know my troubles with God.
have no clue what algo is. Algorand. Algorand. I have no clue what this is, but there you go, man. Yes, we're what I think. That's what I think. Do your lessons, you know what I'm talking about here.
Nobody know my troubles to guide. Nobody know my troubles to guide.
And in all honesty, man, it's like that'd be it, man. That'd be my guess. That'd be my guess. Be my guess. Be my guess. Put a screenshot in Discord, my Discord, or whatever it is. You want to look at the reference or something right now. Ain't nobody know my travels. Moby. Ain't nobody know my travels. Ain't nobody know my travels.
We're going on a break right now.
Hey, tell him.
Come with me, follow me.
Alright, yeah, that's our algo.
We're going on a break.
That's going on.
Yeah, we're going on a break right now. Oh, come with me, follow me. We're going on a break.
Cars around this when they go by.
No, just me and you and Merrick. Merrick's probably having the time of his life.
Got this chip on my shoulder. Last year I got so much older. Drinking coffee black as iron. wishing there more time. Listen to her sing, but now I'm thinking about every day on my mind the typical way. Are you alive, folks? Thinking about every day on my
Where over the rainbow. On Ada? Ada's weak. I don't know. Sorry. I just think Ada has been weak lately compared to a lot of other things. Get over to 0.5, push back down to 0.32, went back up to 0.5, wrapped it up, back down to the 3.2, barely staying above it. Wouldn't surprise me if I didn't see ADA drop down to the 0.236, do 105.4. Needs to run here now if it does, and hopefully it can run up to the 618, would be 1.316. That's what I'd hope here now. It needs to start going. Nice little catch it did, but still needs to get going. No sleep. No sleep. 8:40. What's the FOMO market doing? Apparently.
Said I was in the lounge at the DLG when this pretty girl came out. She sat next to me. Never seen nobody move the way she did. Well, she do and she does and she does again. When you move like a jellyfish, rhythm is nothing. You go with the flow, you don't stop. When you move like a jellyfish, rhythm is nothing. You go with the flow, you don't stop, baby. So if you do, gotta do it good. But if you do, gotta do it good. See, it's not what you do, doing what you do, it's what you do. When it looks like you ain't doing what you doing. Listen, you might just realize what you're missing me. See, if you could only listen, you might just realize what you're missing me. Simple and something that nobody knows. Her eyes are as big as a bubbly toes. On the feet of a hanging of a house in the car. Love her forever, I know. She la da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da.
Oh man. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna sit back and relax next to my little heater. Raws. I want blackberries. I prefer blackberries. Your schnozberries taste like schnozberries. On Ada? On Ada, buddy? You're talking about Ada, man. I like. Oh, you're average down? I'm down to $100. We're continuing on the way up. Oh, for GME? I think my phone just had a heart attack. It just started fucking going nuts. Well, that was a 1618 extension, so it's having a breather off it. You'd really like to see it stay above 122.04. And it's so on and so forth on this one, on GME, man. Like, long term on GME. Okay. Long term GME, this is long term. I'm not saying it'll ever happen because long term is just grandpa way of looking at it. Yeah. If we don't recover 129.94, is that right? Need to cover 130 basically. Yeah, whatever. Really need to recover 130 and hold that 130. Otherwise, you can just stay over 122.
Turn to all this time to get to work. It's time to go.
I mean, short term, long term, I don't know. 4 hour looks decent on the RSI. DMI's coming up on up. down, please.
With or without broken heart. What's up, John? It's tough times for dreamers. Where do you start with your heart? It's tough times, it's tough times, it's tough times. Whether you dream or sleep the same. It's tough times.
Man, it's like I don't even like I'll take looks at the stock during the market, because during market hours you can do something on it. But like after hours on regular stocks, fuck that shit. It's like fucking, it's seriously like a dice roll. Something could look great on some of the indicators, and like market opens and it just a piece of shit.
Should have 16 years ago.
Just not a fan of stocks anymore, honestly.
Inside, outside.
17.
I'm black, so my perspective is black. There's always gonna be that little extra seasoning. It's just how it is.
We are creators.
My culture makes me proud of who I am and where I come from.
It feels amazing to be seen amongst a class of other amazing creators. That was a terrible wink.
Check this out.
Do I have any of my channels panned left and right? Yes, mate. If you've not got your channels panned left and right, do so.
Dawn come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone safe tonight. Fight the break of dawn come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone safe tonight. Fight the break of dawn come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone safe tonight. Fight the break of dawn come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone safe tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone,
Hey.
save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, save. One and close the curtains, 'cause all we need is candlelight, you and me, and the bottle of wine. Gonna hold you tonight. Well, we know I'm going away, and how I wish you weren't so. It was fine to think of me. Just to lay our misery. There we go. Let's delay our misery. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. There's a love on the fire, and it burns like me for you. Tomorrow comes one desire to take me away. True, it ain't easy to say goodbye, and darling, please don't start to cry. 'Cause girl, you know I've got to go. Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone.
All right. Awesome. That was good.
Tomorrow comes to take me away.
Dude's a badass.
I wish that
Named
that I
Ordo
could
Pilot.
stay. Girl, you know I've got to go. Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight. Fight the break of
Drop RLRC for IMX. Ugh. I mean, IMX still has potential of getting a couple flashes up here. I mean, we really wanted to make it up to 2.7, make it past 2.7. That's what you want with IMX right now. If they can't get past 2.7, then you're really looking back down to like around 2.1. In my mind.
Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone.
No bueno. Need to be above a 2.7. 2.7. Get going, which it could. It easily could get over that, but it's like, you know, those points here and now. It's like, you know, it needs to get some legs. Lieutenant Dan has no legs right now. And he needs some legs.
When I'm wiser and I'm older, all this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know.
Still underneath the golden pocket on big time for me. Not really.
When I'm wiser and I'm older, all this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. Saved tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone, saved tonight.
Oh.
Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone.
1-3. This falls out. It's coming down to 2.4. But yeah, like all my money on options is not the best idea ever. I did that Iron T or whatever, didn't I? Options get you every time. Why you don't listen to people that don't know what they're talking about when they talk about options?
Geico presents two truths and a lie. 1. Geico could help you save 15% or more on car insurance. 2. The first cheesemakers were entrepreneurial mountain goats. And 3. It's easy to switch at geico.com. You could save hundreds. Gooch.
I'm eating 10X. Oh, on 10X. I'll look it up. FCon. Oof. Oof. Alright, look at it. Nice, okay. Turn this off. I get hourly's looking decent. 4 hour. Did it. Did it.
Only if the happy tears.
It didn't. didn't. Yeah, you don't need to know. Didn't get into bullish divergence zone, no. It did bullish divergence like it wanted it to. Radioactive. Let's sing here in a minute. He just plays his little loops first.
Everybody, let's see all those love hearts. Let's send some good vibes to Anna Elf. She needs it right now. She deserves it right now. Let's go.
It either needs to recover back over to 954. I think it's going down to 25. That's my conclude. So 15 minutes.
Breaking in, shaping up, stepping out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking
Bullish divergence on the bottom, on the very, very low bottom on the 15 minute. Be at least looking this to retest the 2954.
I'm waking up. I'm waking up. I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones, enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I'd be looking to go back up to 2954 for retest. So forth, so on, and then so on.
Raise my flags, on my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. We'll paint it red to fit right in.
Yeah. Yeah, Bulldog.
I'm breaking in, shaping up, and checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones, enough to make my systems flow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, I'm radioactive, radioactive. Whoa, yeah. All systems go. Sun hasn't died. Deep in my bones, straight from inside. I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones, enough to make
Keep it
my
tight.
systems blow.
Real tight.
To the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, yeah. I'm radioactive, radioactive.
Because you can see yourself coming up and probably testing the bottom side of the 236 and maybe coming back down. If you don't sustain that 236 at like 30, you can probably see yourself coming back down for a I'd hope not, back down to 1618. I hope we get back for this test here at 236, and if we do test that, I hope you see a continuation up to the 0.5. And that's what I hope you see in the next move. does do that. If not, you just be looking for a move back down to 25. And then
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's probably going to do that. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, if it doesn't turn here and now and get the mash behind it, it probably hits you near 6 maybe. And then
I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones, enough to make my systems blow. Welcome to the new age.
are you spawning to live?
Welcome to the new age.
What?
Radioactive.
Introducing eBay's Authenticity Guarantee for trading cards. Keep collecting with confidence.
Opening range is nearly over. We haven't yet managed to go up there, so, you know, well, we've gone up. We've been up at 126.40, but we haven't managed to push above yesterday's high, obviously, in the opening range. Same with AMC. It has been up just above 2%. It's now at 1866. Classic dates there. You can see there's a flash at 1477, and even if we did manage to make it up above 2540, there'd be some level of resistance you'd expect to find there, unless all the other people on YouTube are saying if it gets past 22, it's going to 30. That's not necessarily true. Yo, Daniel, thanks so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Last night after the show, GME themselves tipped me 420 and said, deciding I'm going to go to the moon. Thanks for everything you do for me. Bing bong. I thought it was very nice to hear from GME. So you can see that this thing is currently just underneath an upward sloping supply line that we managed to break on a wick. A couple of candle closes here in 30 minutes on 4 hour. Never really got an open and close above it. That little button is useless.
Where's Rocky at, though? But
never even really managed to close above it. So then we're outside this channel now, downside of it, which isn't positive. So at this page, you'd be thinking, this is potentially getting across. You haven't yet had turn down to the downside. You haven't yet had on AMC the signal line and the MACD both passing through the center line. So there's still perhaps some momentum left in this thing, though you would see negative slope on the DI positive. That's not particularly positive, and the RSI has been knocked out of the bullish control zone as it came up to this resistance. So at this point you might be thinking price action come back down. We've got the Fibonacci on from price action. It's high. If I just reach it, just make sure. I think that's slightly more accurate. Drop right on top of it is, and you can see the golden pocket here comes in at around 1666, 1670, 16 around that level. So that's where you're thinking you might get a retest to. John Jones, I get that AMC has squeeze potential, but clearly GME has that and it's a value stock. Is there an argument AMC is also a value stock? Seriously, just trying to understand. No, not really at the minute, Joe. No, not really. They've managed to renegotiate their debt, so that's a lot better than it was this time last year. Still, it's a bit of an existential concern on the books, and it's true though to say that footfall has picked up significantly, and sales numbers will have a different implication for the fundamental analysis. People looking at the accounts and whatnot will have a more positive inflection than they did previously, but I don't think you could quite describe it as a value play, what with it being up trading here at these like historically high levels. I know it doesn't feel like that because we previously had a squeeze, but it's still true to be said that they haven't necessarily changed their entire business strategy or anything like that. So there's not, they haven't escaped many of the old problems. The short thesis for AMC seems to be based around the idea that they've had they've been overly shorted from the beginning of their existence, right back at the IPO of AMC. This is where the genesis of that short thesis comes from, rather than it being just that January and December, November, January in 2020, 2021, that crossover there that so very heavily affected GME. Though, you know, people focus very heavily now on just squeeze metrics, which doesn't tell the whole picture of the GME story. So there is a good question, you know. I'm not bashing AMC. I still think the squeeze, but like you say yourself, the squeeze potential is one thing, value play completely different. So looking at this thing, talking about the retrace, if it doesn't manage to hold to 236, that's at 1817. It looks like you're heading there at the minute, at the very least. And if you do manage to break there, if it does, it'll be dropping down to 1670, 1650, and that's where you'd look for an initial bounce. The strength of it there. If you don't get it, it'll be down at 14. And fill in those gaps on the 15-minute time frame. See how price action started. Quite indecisions here. An 8-period simple exponential moving average. You're underneath that. You can't say you're bullish when you're underneath an 8-period exponential moving average on a particular time frame. You're also below this upward sloping demand line, which is now, I would suggest, going to be supply, and you've had a cross between the simple 200-period moving average in it around those golden pocket levels would be a good area for price action to test. So that's what we're looking for on EMC on the short term frames. Probably does come down to these sort of levels and test that 200 period. If you get this cross here on 15-minute turn into a positive signal on the 30-minute, this would mean that you need to see both the signal and MACD below the center line. A positive inflection on the histogram across on the two lines we just talked about, and you'd at the same time like to see positive slope on the DMI and the RSI holding the center line. If that all happens on the 30 minutes and you get that cross here with the moving averages coming through, and price action manages to maintain above 1850, 1817 at the bottom side of it, then I could see us testing the top again, going back up 20, 21 bucks. May well be what happens. Now, GME, TME, 122 spot 30. It's a slightly negative opening range now. You can see as that's just coming to an end right at this minute. Price action flat from where it opened. Not significant amounts of volume. Price action itself just maintaining the center line in 30 minutes. You have a positive cross, but you've got a negative slope on DMI, and you've got and non-functioning, not a proper valid signal there, but like 2 out of 3 on the not go long side of things. Jesus, freezing in my house because the heating hasn't been on long. And the morning's yet. Oh, shorts went long at that moment there. Something. We're really live. We really are. But just a quick one, Rocky will be on shortly too. And so we've got 122 spot 48, right? So you want to defend this sort of zone. This is a zone. And this downward slope in previous supply line. At that stage, you would say maybe you've broken above something important. Until that happens, you would be looking at this as a potential channel and saying maybe you're on the bottom side of things. Definitely hovering around there. Got 3 touches and broke through it here. Top side of that. Maybe it's a wedge, I'd say it's probably more likely a channel. And you're looking for price action to recover back into these sort of areas. If it does move to the top side, either it's going to peter out the top side of the golden pocket or its previous high, which would be in around there. Thank you very much, computer, giving me what I asked for. And then top side of the channel also comes in line with Fibonacci. Up here at 786, 886 would defeat the trend. That trend turnaround from the breakdown point here and here. These sort of moves down from this very important horizontal level up at 159. So, do I expect us to get there? Right, not right now, but if we do go across to look at the open interest, you can see that the max pain 113. I mean, when did it hit last hit? Refresh 113. And open interest has picked up significant degree throughout the week again. Much more interest going long. And the max pain zone has moved up to 113. It obviously price action finishing anywhere between 113 and 120. Be what we're looking for at the end of the day. And as you can see, the maturity for this week in particular, we went above 110. They went of a degree below 130. 125, that would be very, very good. Anything above 125 would be fantastic, though. You know, I do expect GME to come back down a little bit. So the momentum there, it might take us through for the close, which you'll see Rocky and myself by the end of the day again, by the time that's all said and done. As you can see, golden pocket above us. Potentially this thing looks more like that, right? You can't say you've broken the bottom, and as such, maybe you do get an inflection top side. Oh, very generous, Pippery. Thank you very much. Super chat, $10. I don't feel like there's much left that I can trust anymore. It makes me sad. I really appreciate you and your authenticity. Bunches. Thank you. Pippery. Yo, Pippa. Pip. Mr. Pip. From Great Expectations. What a lovely character he was too. Interesting that you could draw. Yo, Sal. Yo, Sal. Interesting you could draw. This is Mr. Pitt from Charles Dickens. Sal, if that's a huge donation. If that intro was related to my tweets last night, no, not your. No, I saw you last night there, Sal, and I was like, shit, I haven't explained things properly. That was what I mostly thought. I hope that came across in my reply. I didn't want anyone else to think you were like those people. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, no, I don't think that about you, Sal. I think you're a great person and a very helpful moderator and a lovely, and you make good points. What you're saying too, what you're about, like you don't want to go looking for it for half an hour. People don't. You've got half an hour of your life you don't want to spend looking around the internet. So this is a fun thing for other people. Anyway, I understood. No problems. It's not about you. Like you would you don't imagine it, Sal, right? You've got no idea. Like there is a tip of the iceberg, what you see like on Twitter. The rest of it's DMs and everywhere else. Like. Anyway, like you can see, I will sometime show you all of the held for review messages or comments on videos and that recently after they've been letting people being like, who do you think you are and all this. It's like, I'm just like, anyway, it's not you. It's definitely not you. You're a million billion miles away from the people I'm talking about. Trey Spotting, Liberto, that's a very, very generous donation, Sal. I feel I owe you now. Leo Berto. Wow, Leo Berto. Read. Trace point, our basic Dow theory, trend lines, all that your stock buyer needs. Basic Dow lines, you mean like 33%, 66%, 50%, we can't change our mind. That kind of deal. He thinks that like retracements turn into corrections or reversals above 50%. He thinks that you measure things in thirds. He doesn't think this anymore because it's been dead for ages and ages. But that's what he said. It was pretty useful. I mean, I think you can build on it. And Fibonacci's, like the sequences I use are more accurate. They just are. But I'm not criticizing them, right? He's down on the soldiers, the giants. But good question, Roberto. Well, your name's not Roberto. It's Leoberto. Leoberto. It's very different from Roberto. They're not even related. So, thanks for that question. So, first day driving a DOT vehicle. Dot. Well, that means is sand poop covered gold or gold covered poop right now? Good question, Riffle Miggle Tail. We'll have a quick look at it in a second, but then I'm going to get off these things fast. So here's your horizontal level that you're looking at testing, 123. Let me just double check. Cool, that's all okay. So the horizontal level, sorry, I'm also busy, obviously, just other routines that I try to accommodate at the same time as this morning. But excellent stuff. Yes, excellent stuff, sir. Congratulations on the new van. I see 3 flashes on the downside, 94, 101 on GME. Yes, so there's no reason why price action might be coming back down with the 3 flashes. 3 flashes. Get your freshes. Get your freshes. 3 triple 3 and a turd. And I'm talking about Dow Fury. If he'd have been from Ireland, that would have been funny. With Dow Fury and the turds. Hey, GME broken the downward trend. We've been stuck in since July. No, not unfortunately, not yet, Daniel Rocket. The downward things that we've stuck in since the 25th of July, start of August. No, we've not broken it yet. I use this for like a degree. It's where it is for a reason. But if you just drag it up here and say that's your touch there, we've come across the top side of it. On the 4-hour time frame, we've like gone above it, open, closed above it, and maybe are retesting it. On the daily time frame, we've only closed above it. We've not opened and closed above it yet. We've closed, then opened, closed. I suppose we have, right? This is one, but this is not an effective retest yet, I don't think. And then, like you say in your question, since July 25th of July, that's when it happened, right? That was half a year ago. As traumatic as that sounds, we've come through it. Congratulations, really seriously well done, everybody. You've come down, you've tested the 50 simple period moving average, but there's no way you could really say like you've broken this trend, right? If this trend is defined in a downtrend as it is by the top level downward sloping supply line, then you've quite clearly not broken it on a weekly time frame, which would be a significant enough time frame to look to, considering you're talking about something that began on 25th of October of July, and we're now in February, coming up for Valentine's Day. Right, so snogs, 'cause that's what it's all about, isn't it? Valentine's Day. Snogs. I don't know what I'm talking about. Usually the shit starts in the evening. Right, so I have to get off that because I've got serious people to speak to in a minute. And they think I'm crazy. They don't know me like you guys. 50 simple period moving averages on the weekly time frame. That's significant. It's rejection drift to the downside at that stage. You know, you've had positive candlestick formation so far. The end of the week, you know, doesn't look like it's going to finish above 114. Just looking at this, right, that's kind of pushing it a little bit on the weekly, in which case if you come down to the daily time frame, you can see this does look like it's potentially rolling over. You haven't broken an important horizontal despite being above the top side of the supply line, and there's so many areas in here you'd expect to retest if this was going to break. If it was going to break within a fact, boom, you would have seen it already up at around 155 bucks. That's what I would say, and you haven't, and so as such you would expect a retest around these sort of levels, and then maybe perhaps a gradual progression up there. And we looked at this before on the linear chart and talked about what it might just be like, not all that exciting and not all that dramatic, just a linear progression to the top side, in which case, I think we were talking about AMC. Anyway, you get a number of touches in around those luteins, and that's like being optimistic. The truth is, if there's flashes on those higher time frames, maybe you see it on them. Now, they're not on the normal ones, all the normal frames, time frames. What's this on then? Like 2 minute or something? Where's that flash? Not on 2 minutes. So boom, bye. That's 3 minutes. So maybe it is in 2 minutes. Who am I to see? And I'm not seeing them on these standard time frames that I've got given, which is very easy to just click with my mouse and not lean over there. This demand line here, 125, right? It's the resistance level. Rocky Outcrops indicator, despite the fact that we filled the flash, doesn't turn off that relevance of that level that it denotes. So interesting information there, right? So if this thing does come back down, you can see also those horizontal levels and Fibonacci levels where it might slow down around 115, 114. It's not just this line that I've extrapolated from past 10s. There's also the moving averages that we spoke about on other time frames there on 30 minutes. See they're playing relevant factors. 1 hour, similar deal with the 50 simple, 4 hour with the 4 hour, you're below everything. You can see that that's providing resistance to the 50 simple at the top, and then above it is at 150, 155, those other levels. So they're the two levels to look to, and, you know, breaking 141, breaking top side of the golden pocket. Those are very unlikely to happen without some significant retest having come from outside of this. I mean, everything moves around when I move one line, but, you know, perhaps it's something more like that. And so you're some sort of retest of this potential formation as it's happening right now. You could draw Fibonacci channel, you could draw pitchfork on it, you could draw all sorts of different things. What we were talking about, we were going up through the time frames there, from the momentum up to the daily time frame. We'd already talked about this open and close aspect of this candlestick formation. Does again look like it's rolling over there, and despite having a positive cross on DMI, it's not coming at very strong levels. And ADX self-point downwards momentum looks like it's at extreme points at the minute. And if we turn off the drawings just to get a clear picture of our side, you can see actually it's quite good on daily above the center line, though it's not got dramatic slope to the top side, and often it does this and rolls over or just fails to. So here we see it above it and above its own moving average. Perhaps it persists there even if price action drips a little bit, dips, drips, whatever. 4 hour time frame, it's very hard with the drawings off to completely ignore 101 bucks. You know, that would be where I'd look to if I'd never bought any of this before, and I was looking at this time frame and this chart right now before I did any drawings on. I'd look at 101 bucks and think I'm not buying it before then. Turn the drawings on again. 97.07 would probably be another area. You couldn't afford that as a stop, so then I'd have to have my own trading. Like, you'd have to have your entry in around these levels. 94 down to 88 perhaps. That's what you'd be looking to. That's what it is. That's what I'd be thinking, despite the fact this is positive, and, you know, I have got lots of it, so I don't need to worry about any anxiety about not getting any more if it does come back down there. Really, for me, right? Lucky that I've got that ability to be patient because I already own it, and that's great. I'm in Canada. Great. Our cold is the real deal. And I'm even thinking about it. I've got even colder. Can't stream without proper hydration. Get that hydration into you. Right, I'm freaking freezing. I think I've updated us on price action where it might be looking to go today. Top side, bottom side, and then what we'll be looking to measure those moves that are predict or anticipate them, at least not be too surprised by them. And it's good to say hello to everybody and get this bit of work into the done. I wrote trace point in my trading. I'm good at getting in on a low before the swing traders. I struggle to find peaks. Any tips, please? How are you measuring those entries? Yo, Leo Bertil. I mean, to find them peaks, yeah, you could turn on. So, for example, the parabolic SAR like that there, right? Don't need 2 MACDs, thank you very much though. You can turn on the parabolic SAR as I have done here, and then make it more obvious for you what it is. I've got videos on this. It's called, like, if you want to exit your GME position in profit and not fuck the whole thing up, you're going to need to know how to use certain indicators, right? It's not called that, but it's more or less called that. And one of them would be parabolic SAR, which is easier to see in yellow when it's bigger. Boom! Right, and this gives you parabolic levels of support and resistance that might identify when the trend has been broken. This is underneath because price action has most recently broken the top side line, right? So when this then follows price action back to the top side, which you can see how long that takes with the inputs here, all that. And anyway, right, you can see that you broke through the top side of it. It's easy visually. In which case then it starts showing up on the bottom here, right? This tick was stars, measured with stars. Then you broke through that. When you look to the right hand side where price action went through, they stopped printing it on the top and they started printing on the bottom, and that's now support, whereas this was resistance, and you've broken through it, and at the minute you're in what it would define as an uptrend. And until such times as this line changes, this indicator was still defined as an uptrend, and you could take that down to the 30-minute time frame and say, look, we've just peaked here, and perhaps that would be when you take your now you're not talking about GME, so this isn't how I'd recommend you trade it. I say you just keep buying it and buy some more of it. But if you were trying to time topside move and you were coming out, there's one indicator that would help you. And if you are a momentum trader, like you're buying entries and you're getting them before the turn in momentum and whatnot, then if you're doing it the way I would do it, then you're likely using momentum indicators, in which case they're giving you the opposite signal on the top side as to do on the bottom side, right? That's the way they work. So that's what you'd look to. You'd also look to the RSI, the MACD, DMI, these sort of things. You'd look for all the sell signals that they give off, which are valid short entries, and they'd also confluent with like where you might take profit or close long, those sort of things. That's how you do it. And I've got shitloads of videos on how to cover those sort of things. I find very much if you're a beginner trader, it's interesting that people ask questions and all the different questions they ask, but you're prompted to ask those particular questions not because you think there's a hole in your knowledge. Most commonly it's because this is where I think I'm going to get better and whatnot, and like you're investigating and trying to pursue an objective when you don't realize the totality of the knowledge out there. So like, although it is interesting and positive, you've got that agency and you're asking specific questions, the way you separate the entry and the exit suggests to me that maybe like the totality of your understanding would be best if you like just stop asking questions, went back to the starter trades building videos and watched all of them, or if you can afford it, take the course. So it might be the best way of getting there is by learning things properly, not learning bad habits and watching trades building videos. I've also got a video on 5 best indicators for crypto and forex, and they'll, you know, if you understand how to use them, then you'll be able to follow here along on the show better. Plus you'd also, you know, there's some good indicators in there, give you a good idea about when price actions turn around, and definitely momentum, which is how really what you're asking me. How do I predict when momentum is turned so that I can get in ahead of the trend? Because I like making money. That's the answer, Leoberto. Yo, so that's that, and that was helpful. And somebody asked about SEN. We'll turn on the other indicators, and now you can see obviously it's parabolic SDR in a smaller term time frame suggests that it's in downtrend. You can also see that you're below the center line RSI, that your negative trend is in ascendancy on the DMIs. It's also got a positive slope on the ADX, and you've got negative momentum to the downside. Plus, you've got this cross coming through. When you turn on the moving averages, you're below the 200 period. The cross happened above the center line. You start putting in negative momentum. This is a valid sell signal to the downside. You come in and touch this level of support here. RSI pushed into the bearish control zone at that point. It's managed to make it back out and above its slow moving average, but on 30-minute time frame, I'm not counting. This isn't screaming buy. 15 minutes. That's that for you in your face. 15 minutes. Boom. You've got no bullish divergence, yet you've still managed to come back up again. That's because you touched that lower level of horizontal support. And I suppose through various look-back periods, you would see it's bullish divergence, but that really going back to the 3rd of February or 15-minute time frame, I don't think that's a valid look-back period on this turnip farm. So I'd flip it up a level and then I'd see divergence, it's gone, which I can do without going there because that's where we came from. So then you're looking at the ADX there and you're saying that's quite a dramatic downward slope on the DI minus, but 15 minutes, it's in such low areas. Also the cross on the MACD and the negative momentum has been building to the downside.
Oh, you're fine.
So I don't know if this is quite yet when we're going to make that move. Certainly doesn't scream to it on lower time frames. What about the 1 hour? Below everything important. Apparently you're still tracing to the top side on the hourly time frame. So you're looking at what, 160? 154 at the minute. That's a percentage. This could be a potential bullish accumulation pattern. Like this, or it could potentially be a downward sloping triangle, and then you would expect continuation. At the minute, you've got nothing necessarily giving in. You've only got like a potential violation there. You've not really got it. And if you were to take it like this and say it's the low and you're looking for free touches, well, you do have them, but then you would do, wouldn't you, by the nature of this thing? There's no guarantee that this is it. So I'd look at that and I'd say, you know, price action at the minute still yet to make up its mind which direction it wants to go. You've got a lot of positive momentum here on the 4 hour time frame, but it hasn't really to do much for the price action. You can see that the RSI has been slowly building, but it's not managed to make out of the bullish bearish control zone. And during all of it, the negative trend's been in the ascendancy, perhaps not as dramatically so as when the thing was moving down, but price action isn't having quite as steep a collapse. At the minute, I'd say this thing hasn't proved itself, and everything it's tried to do has actually worked against it. You know, keep your mouth shut, or everything could be and likely will be used in a court of law against you. Sen, shut up and get on with the jobs. That's what I feel like right now. If I was prosecuting that, I'd be like, you just keep talking, mate. Just keep talking. You're doing my job for me. So don't, right? Shut up, Sen. Pull it together and stop fucking things up. Be a positive downward sloping accumulation pattern. Price action, if it is, would only really try to test up like 786 of this breakdown anyway, and maybe get towards that area where there was previously a gap. I wouldn't bet on it. If I take a Fibonacci in from that breakdown area, drop this on, say that's where it likely rests at 191, should it even break up and get that flash and go on a little bit more. So I'd drop that on, say 236 here, that's much more likely that it finds resistance there at the top side of that pattern. Also, it would be reaching the top side of the bullish control zone where price action likely gets smacked back down again. Yeah, can what Jamie said. Yeah, Sen, what Jamie said. Yeah, what I said, Sen. Stop doing that. Keep your mouth shut. Better call Saul. There's other ways of looking at this pattern. I don't think I could give it any sort of... I mean, that's the best you can do, right? There are bearish ways of looking at it. That's the best you can do in terms of bullish accumulation. You'd say it's that. I don't think there's any guarantee that is yet. Also, then you'd probably say, Jimmy, go on a significant time frame like a daily and stop doing my head in. There's a daily, and that's a very aggressive downtrend. There's a parabolic SER for someone on a bigger time frame.